shout out to my friend Alex. She showed me this video of this guy, this divorce lawyer.
Yeah.
And he has this really interesting perspective on like marriage and stuff like that, and how he views it. Of course, you have to understand he has a very unique position because he is a divorce lawyer. And he's not only just a divorce lawyer for Joe Schmo. I'm talking about like he's dealt with multi-million-dollar divorce settlements and things like that. And just his perspective on like marriage being an outdated technology. That was actually.
I'm interested to listen, but I grew up in church. I don't know.
No, I know, but the problem is because, and I think we probably talked about this a little bit some episodes ago, but the way that he lined it out, yes, religion, like okay, statistically around the world and stuff like that, religious countries, especially the Islamic ones, have the highest rate of people staying together and stuff like that, and places like the United States, like the divorce rates are absolutely insane. Like I think it's like out of 100, it's like 56% of marriages end in divorce.
Okay. 56% end in divorce, and this is in the Islamic States.
No, this is now we're talking about the U.S. now. So 56 marriages end in divorce, and then we know of the other types of marriages that stay together, but for not good reasons, like for the kids, and so that is another 20%. So it's almost 75% failure rate for marriages for what it's for, because there's nothing wrong with being with somebody. There's nothing wrong with loving someone, being with somebody, and spending your life with them. But there's a difference between like a pair bond. That's actually one of the terms he used. A pair bond. Two people that say, yo, I like you, you like me. There's enough stuff. Maybe we don't love everything that we do, but there's enough here that we love of each other that we are going to do this life thing together. And that does not require a contract. And in fact, and he's a very big proponent of, and something that you talked about not wanting, prenups. He said, we need to make.
I got a prenup now.
Then you know what?
You said you got one?
No, he would get one now. And you know what?
I tried to tell you that, and I wasn't even that guy.
No. And when you watch this video, I think you're gonna like it more than I even thought now, because now that your mind is already shifted, because there needs to be a shift in conversation. On the other
side of it, a prenup now is like a non-starter. If a girl wouldn't sign one, we're not moving forward.
But the thing is, it shouldn't be presented in a negative way.
It's not negative. It's beautiful.
Exactly. That's because if you really love somebody and you're like, yo, anything that I've done before I met you, it's just mine. And what everything that has been done before,
let's honor what we're going to build together.
And then whatever is
three levels.
Exactly. Like he said, there needs to be a shift in conversation about if you're going to do the marriage thing and this contract, which he's even said like marriages is one of like the most, think about it. When you get a car or you get a house or, you start a business, there's all these pamphlets, there's all these documents, there's all these different things. There's so many different things you got to sign. But what do they give you when you get married? Do you take Carl Johnson? Do you take Cindy McAfee? And that is it. And don't bring up the Bible, because not everybody is necessarily religious, and there isn't a book of the Bible that is specifically only for marriage law. So that does not fall into that case. It's like, why labels? When you sign a contract for a label, there is page upon page upon page upon page upon page of what the label expects from you. I
don't want to distract, because I think we have so much good stuff.
No, we do. Today. But I just wanted to.
That's what premarital counseling's for. Is to fill out the grounds of the other contract. Here's what I'll say to you, and then we can go. Signing your marriage certificate on the day of your wedding is the last page of your contract, not the first.
Right.
Your terms and conditions are set on the way there. Whether you put it on paper in a document or whether it has to be mutually understood.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying conceptually, but the marriage license is the last page of the contract, not the first. is the signature page. And the signature page always comes last.
Well, look, I'm one of those people that are terrible at regurgitating an hour long of content. But
I'll listen to it.
I highly recommend that you do it.
Reconvene.
I highly recommend you do it because it'll just put things in a different perspective. Maybe or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be like, oh man, fuck what this guy's talking about.
Love me, baby, if you love me, baby, if you love me, baby, if you love me,